Okay, so I'm back after like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 months where I haven't played. So I don't remember exactly what we're doing. It's going to take me a second. Probably not as long as it was. It was like 3 years for the last time I dropped this game. We don't need to drop this game. I got about probably 30 hours in, I'm guessing. We need to get this thing done. Alright. Alright. Now, I'll go and do a side mission or whatever because I need to refresh. It should come back pretty quick. The music's damn sure right here. It's right in my brain. Yeah. Okay. Item requests. Those are the requests. I just need to look from the dang. I remember all that stuff. I don't remember what the current thing I was working on. What's it? This one? The stones. Secure object skins. Stones. Do you have enough things to get those? That should be on what's his name, right? So Albus can extract stones. I don't remember exactly. Well, I'm just gonna go in there. We're just gonna go in there. We're like level 40, aren't we? 50, maybe? Give me some of this Sprite here. End the war. Yes, after being allowed to hunt freely, people in the Resource Management District actively started to hunt beasts. The Timmins and our force decided to follow the instructions of their leader, Silver. Avoid contact with humans as much as possible. I've already seen that. Clearing the energy. Clearing the energy, hunting the silent monster, extracting psi stones.
Okay.
I made him back to range. Did I make him a... I don't think... Well, I don't remember what I'm doing now. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need to know things. You got any full cover here?
금방 끝내도록 하지. 좋은 사냥감이군.
Fine prey. What does this guy do?
오, 훌륭하군.
물론이지.
He ain't got that dude ain't got no damn hit points. It's fine. He don't need hit points, right?
목표로 이동하겠습니다. 좋은 선택이다.
네, 지금 달려가요. 원망만 해서는 아무것도 해결하지 못해.
Okay. Why are they running that way?
내가 먼저다. 그냥 지나가는 길이야.
Welcome back, Butterballs. Not that one. That's the only one I got? This is the one I want.
퍼져라! 역시 너무
Coming
잘
back to
풀리.
me, sir. Okay.
그래, 숨어봐.
I should have called a puppy out. She has
넌
puppies, right?
참-
Yeah.
그럼 없어.
Let's go.
Kick that music in. Come on, here we go. No. Here we go. Here we go. What is this? Ice spear. Delicate move, whatever the fuck that is.
오케이.
제가 가겠습니다.
Didn't your range attacks get shitty? Well, he's gonna kill that one.
준비바람.
Never mind, that's brutal.
다신 뵙지 않게. 내
You might
총구가
not be in
가리키는
range, bad
방향이다.
guy. Either.
빗나가지 않는다. 발버둥이라도 치라고.
Poop! He's a poop dragon. This is the end, he said. Try it. We need a better place. Right here.
좋은 선택이야.
We need to get a full cover. Aren't you invisible? Let's wait it out. No, call a puppy.
난 내 위치로 가겠어. 가슴이 떨려 죽겠어요.
맡겨둬.
We don't know how to use that guy. Didn't I not just get him anyway? He's got all this shit has little elements on the side.
이제
You could
망설이지.
open that box over there. Yeah, I could have, but you know it's gonna suck. Where's my summon a puppy at? She can't? Did I change it out for something? Wasn't that her that summoned the damn drones? Am I wrong? I could be wrong.
Go,
I'm
go,
stupid.
go.
물론이지.
That was the wrong way. I mean, that'll work.
악당들이여.
I forgot how to damn do the double move thing. This poop could kiss my ass, sir.
나쁘지 않아.
Poison.
알았다.
Just wait that poison shit out.
목표로 이동하겠습니다.
I don't know what that 6 thing is. Open. That's gotta be crap.
여기 맞지?
알겠습니다.
Control does it. Alright, do it.
그래, 내가 갈게.
You're immune to poison, are you not? He might be allegedly immune to poison.
내 총구가 가리키는 방향이다. 어차피 이렇게 될 일이었어.
아.
빙고! 지금 장난하자는 거야?
Really? What's going on over here?
그만 항복해.
Everything blows the fuck
발버둥이라도
up.
치라고.
Everything blows the fuck up. Just give me a 6.
그래, 도망쳐봐.
Uh-huh.
목표 제거 완료.
Uh-huh.
알겠습니다.
The fuck's all this craziness?
내가 먼저다.
You went up in the rock, Steve. Buddy's like, I can't just fucking wait it out. Doesn't what's her name have a way to clear that shit up? I think so. Just come over here and hang out.
난 히어로라고. 이 녀석들, 이런 비겁한 수를 쓰다니.
Big white Doherty. Key. Rage state. Give me some cover here.
혼자서는
Does this give me a good
아무것도
shot,
할수 없어.
lads? Yeah.
충분해. 맡겨줘.
Get fucked.
지금 항복하면 용서해줄게.
Because she threw a bomb, she gets to move again? I think that's how it works.
아, 맡겨줘. 내 서류 일시.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's dumb, lad. We're still gaining levels over here? 44. I knew that was fucking poison, Steve.
좋은 선택이야.
Start capping.
어차피 다 보여. 넌 강해. 그러면 건 없어.
44. Shatter. The rest of us are all over here fucked up and poisoned. So we're gonna go right down that line.
가슴이 떨려 죽겠어요.
오케이.
You're real close flipping around that poison like an idiot. Just walk out in the middle.
굿.
Expose themselves. It's fine.
Go, go, go!
Don't do it. Say, look at me splashing the water, bruv. Say, I don't care about that shit.
지체할 시간이 없습니다. 강하게!
You're doing damage with that.
다음은 누구입니까? 모두 상대해드리겠습니다.
44, 43.
후회해도 이미 늦었어. 나의 승리다.
빗나가지 않는다. 넌 내 기억에서 지우도록 하지.
We knew you was gonna do that.
나에게 좋은 추억을 선사해주길 바래.
Just run out of here. Fuck it, it's fine.
걱정하지 마.
They're still walking around. Asshole.
사냥하기 좋은 위치네. 그래, 도망쳐봐.
Yeah.
아쉽네. 너희 기대가 많아.
Don't do it, buddy.
벌써 포기한다?
Fuck y'all both.
오케이.
Is that a rock over there? I don't fucking know.
오, 훌륭하군.
You have the lightning trap. Reload.
그래, 숨어봐. 목표 제거 완료.
Ow. Oh, he's only 62%. He's in some shit. He's dead though.
후회할 일은 하지 마.
One shot, one kill.
걱정하지 마. 나 혼자서.
There's a rock over there.
네, 지금 달려가요.
Went too far, and it's fine. It's fine.
목표로 이동하겠습니다.
내 서류 일시, 내서 킥. 널 위한 심판이다.
High temper. I forgot that lady's name. She's amazing. Get overcharged, bro. You can't even use it.
목표로 이동하겠다.
아플 거다. 너 약하구나.
It says body blow. Fuck it.
야하!
Gonna blow up on your ass.
판타스틱!
People will start paying attention, I promise. What? Activate coolness at least once. Rising star. What the fuck is that? Burn.
충분해. 맡겨줘.
Yeah, fuck, dude. I'm sorry.
아직도 덤빌 거야?
제가 가겠습니다. 적에게 발각됐습니다. 경계하세요.
Yeah. Is that what I needed?
빌바람! 다신 뵙지 않기를.
잘 부탁해.
Okay.
알았다. 빙고! 발버둥이라도 치라고.
Everything's exploding and dying. Okay.
여기 맞지?
Uh-huh.
즐거웠어. 하지만 이제 작별 시간이야.
Can we not be poisoned and exploded and on fire and everything else, please?
나쁘지 않아. 알았어.
Okay.
내가 치료해줄게.
That's gonna make you run through poop. I don't wanna run through poop.
걱정하지 마.
You're in the open over there. It's fine. They have to get past 50 people to get to him. So the question is like, what is this? Says small rock of water. Perfect yellow, perfect red, perfect. I don't think you can get perfect from
목표로
small rocks.
이동하겠습니다.
That's what I think's going on.
오케이.
Wrong one. Yeah.
아플 거다. 오늘 잘 풀리는데. 오케이.
Okay. You got on fire, buddy. Shit is... Water put you out, right? No. Apparently it didn't. Apparently it fucking didn't.
오케이.
We're gonna use our immense ego, okay? To say that she's just gonna tank all of those 40 Timmons. Already starting to work. Already starting to work.
후회해도 이미 늦었어.
Not smart.
내 서류 일시. 내서 킥.
7,000 damage.
나의 승리다.
Lava skin. This is what I've been needing. I need those. I remember I need a bunch of little... I need the little bitty ones. Try it. Nope.
후회해도 이미 늦었어. 널 위한 심판이다. 대서류 일시 내서킥
Guess who kicked?
나의 승리다. 좋은 선택이야.
Bro, that took your ass forever.
방출 준비 완료. 고고고.
Okay. Y'all guys are fucked. Remember, you turn the volume down right before you hit this shit, because it's loud as fuck.
히앗, 히앗, 항복하시지.
Alright, no problem. You gonna blow up some? Flame sack. Spotlight master discovered due to what class leveled up?
내 총구가 가리키는 방향이다.
Got any shots? Yeah.
빗나가지 않는다. 넌 내 기억에서 지우도록 하지.
That probably knocked him out of range.
오, 훌륭하군.
Gonna extract this. Dust item.
알겠습니다.
No.
행운이 따르는군.
어차피 다 보여.
It's a bad bitch right there.
강해. 그럼 없어.
Bad bitch.
네, 지금 달려가요.
And. Ow. No, don't do that.
행운이 따른다고 방심하지 않습니다.
후회해도 이미 늦었어. 나쁜 녀석들은 태워주마.
Right now he's like a wizard. I think I remember right. So he didn't do any regeneration attacks. I mean counterattacks.
빙고.
I remember I wasn't particularly happy with the Albus.
지금
He wasn't
장난하자는 거야?
scaling the way the other people were doing. And I think I was missing something. I was wanting something with hit points or some shit. Yeah, I think that's what something like that.
좋은 선택이다.
Frog, aren't you supposed to be front line?
그래, 숨어봐. 목표 제거 완료.
We're down to 5 energy levels. Shoot. Don't do that.
정의는 물러설 수 없다. 일시 내서킥.
Predator of the bush.
나였습니다.
Alright, I'm just gonna retreat for now because I don't want to get all that shit anyway. Survive for the time.
Let's go.
Let's go. Bro, you fucked. You fucked. Yeah.
포근하게. 다음은 누구입니까? 모두 상대해드리겠습니다. 행운이 따르는군.
I'm tired of poop being everywhere.
오케이. 섬광랑.
Not quite the range I was expecting. Rearrangement.
너 약하구나.
Still finds a way.
어차피
Although that guy was gonna die from poison anyway.
넌 감.
That's more of her being lazy, not wanting to move. That music.
알겠습니다.
That music.
알았다. 즐거운 시간이야.
A badass.
발버둥이라도 치라고.
Badass, bro. Trace on.
언제든 시작할 수 있지. 빗나가지 않는다.
My sword.
넌 내 기억에서 지우도록 하지.
Did we get the damn Tema we wanted? Wasn't there supposed to be a Tema in here? I mean, what are you supposed to do against this entire world's poop here? The entire fucking world. I'm not going up there. He's not immune to the poison, sir. Ow. The immunity isn't working.
제가 가겠습니다. 저에게 바람의 가호가 함께합니다.
See, you're supposed to activate those power-ups. Come on now, people. That's not the skill. That's not the skill I need to use. More poop. Now, where's that big get the energy thing at? Isn't there a big energy getting thing? Get your energies back? Right here, vigor restoration. You might need to be worn out. Cracked white obsidian. Mist dust. Perfect red obsidian times 3. Okay. Serious injury. Fuck you. Poison's payday's approaching. No, let's go over here. Crow's Rune. Let's run Crow. Let's run forward in the mission here. Alright. Recommend enemy 40. Unknown enemies. Okay. Commence. This dude, I don't know about living. We'll get him going, okay? What's Kali level 39? No, Kali's where she's the one that sits a robot. She's not in the team? Why is she not in the team? Because Letton's on the team? A year ago, Valhalla City National Security Conference. Members, whatever the hell that is, that's a robot. We will start our 256th conference at the request of Edward LeBlanc, who is a member of the Supreme Council. We will start with attendance to ensure a quorum is present. Chairperson, Supreme Counselor Edwin LeBlanc. Edward says, here. Vice Chairman, Valhalla Mayor Carl Lean. Carl says, I'm here. Standing Committee, Valhalla National ESP Research and Development Director Lily Lover. She says, present. Valhalla Standing Committee says, Valhalla Immigrant Management Director Jorman Chiang. Jorman says, I'm here. Member says, Court Supervisor, Eastern Alliance High Commissioner Young In Huang. Youngin says, it's my first time attending. I don't remember you. I'm pleased to be here. And who's this guy with the silver hair? Member says, Court Supervisor, Karas Union High Commissioner Ara Rozavonsky. Era, that's a lady. Can't we simplify this procedure? This is too old-fashioned. Court Supervisor, Empire High Commissioner Morgan Front Armor. Morgan Freeman says the formality is important to Ira. Member then continues. The required minimum of 7 members for the quorum has been fulfilled. This conference will be recorded by the Central Management System of Valhalla, member, and the information will be managed by the Orchelium. I can't never pass this, some kind of rare earth mineral thing. Level 7 security ranking. That's the 256th National Security Conference commence. Edward says, thank you for coming despite the southern nature of the request. And welcome, High Commissioner Huang. Youngin says, thank you, sir. High Commissioner. It signifies the, this is narrated, High Commissioner. It signifies the highest level diplomats from Altair Empire, Karas Union, and Eastern Alliance. Their public purpose is to represent each nation and promote their interests. But the real purpose of their existence is to join a deciding voice whenever there is an important management meeting in Valhalla. Their supervision ensures that the government of Valhalla doesn't act unilaterally or develop a biased perspective. So, the freaking EU over here. Ara says, Orchelion level, huh? The world makes less sense to me every time I hear it. There probably should be an easier system to remember or something. Morgan says, holding a grudge against the word chosen for its symbolism is pointless and futile. Lily says, here we go again. Era says, wow, such proper aristocrat dutifully serving his honorable emperor. But not all nobility are as respectful of tradition as you are, Morgan, are they? Or perhaps there is another explanation for the rebellions that have broken out in the Empire. Morgan says, Era, insult me all you like, but I will not stand for your slander of the Emperor. Youngin says, please stop talking about matters unrelated to the conference. This damn conference is unrelated to the game. work out the tension between yourselves and someone else. Morgan says, there's no doubt that your words have merit, but I have no obligation to follow them. Era says, generational turnover in the Eastern Alliance is certainly much faster than it is for us or the Empire. The last transfer of power was so messy, yet only 20 years later you guys are up to it again. Youngin says, a stagnant government tends to rot. Morgan says, I must disagree. The oldest governor is the wisest governor. Youngin replies, someone who's rotten themselves won't notice the rot in others. Oh. Era says, whoa. High Commission. I want to say Commissar. It's High Commissioner Huang. You're a funny guy. It's hard for me to treat you badly since there is a possibility that you will win the game of dragons in the future. But it is also a waste of time to play nice with someone who could be sacrificed during that same game. Isn't it? Youngin says, it's not your concern, ma'am. Carl says, how about we end this bickering here? Era says, hey, Mayor Carl, will you still be around next year? Carl thinks to himself, this woman bitch. She tries such incessant provocation. Then he replies, I will accept that result if it's my fate. Edward says, everyone, please cooperate so that we may proceed with the conference. This is the conference, bro. It's shit talking by people I don't even know. Morgan says, all right, Edward. Edward asks, Ira? She replies, am I the only one seen as the villain? You're the one starting shit. Edward says, we'll start this conference then. The topic of the conference is accepting the plans of Immigrant Management Director Jormhan Xian and proceeding under my authority. What the fuck are you talking about? The project name is Abandoned Children. Hey, that's the subtitle of this game. Maybe it is important. Now, please introduce the project to us, Yeoman Xian. After an hour of conference, we didn't learn anything. Era says, you guys really are something else. Edward replies, please try to understand Era. She asks, wouldn't it just be better to mobilize an army for Valhalla? Youngin says, I'm against it. The Eastern Alliance requires the presence of Valhalla as the buffer zone between the three countries. Morgan says, it wouldn't really matter to us, but the world would go to war again if the peace treaty between our three countries was violated. Give me a swig of this drink here. I care less about these villains and more interested what the dummies are like, the Turk and all the other dummies are saying, and the spoons. Era says, everyone's serious now. This kind of idea only comes about when people are serious. Duncan says, I agree that weakening the safety of a particular district and strengthening the safety of others would definitely attract the anti-government forces to that particular district. However, please explain why you chose the Windwall district that borders the Eastern Alliance. Yorman says, first, the intentional undermining of security should be seen as natural to the citizens. Dude, we're doing our best, and you guys are setting us up, huh? Morgan says, if you're talking about districts of low safety levels, then isn't the red mining district that faces the border of Karas Union? Era says, don't try to draw us into this tiresome project. Morgan says, I'm just pointing that out, pile of fact, Era. Yorman says, unfortunately, the red mining district is already a place where many anti-government forces are locked up. Ew, Yorman, I can't believe you did that. Proceeding with our project in a district like that would only make things worse. Youngin says, even if you say so, this project will put us at a disadvantage. I'll oppose this project for now. Yorman says, Supervisor Wang, that's a narrow perspective you have. The economy of the Windwall district will be boosted due to the people entering the district for this project, and that would positively influence the Eastern Alliance. It sounds like your project is to weaken security, you asshole. It is necessary for the people to get food, clothing, and shelter. On the civilian side, economic growth would lead to a reconstruction boom as old infrastructure is replaced. Due to their lack of resources, the Windwall district would need to import a lot of raw materials from the Eastern Alliance. And in the long run, it would be easier for items from the Eastern Alliance to spread all over the world with upgraded infrastructure. Youngin says, I doubt this project could create those results in only 6 months. Edward says, you don't have to worry about that. If an economic boom like that occurs, then private investments will follow. Private investors tend to stick with the investment even if they suffer initial losses. Era says, are you trying to make a huge number of debtors? Oh God, it's 5:30 a.m. Debtors. Would that be? Edward says, the debtors will do their best to pay off their debts. Morgan says, those debtors will become enraged if they find out the truth. What the fuck is going on? And they too will develop anti-governmental mindsets. Edward says, that's fine. Most of the civilians who couldn't join the boom at the Windwall district would be happy to see those debtors fall. This isn't the first time I've cracked up at how stupid this shit is. That's what I like about it. You end up liking it. Youngin says, I will consider it, given the points that you've all made. Morgan says, is it Spoonism, the organization of the renegade Ramgist? It isn't right of you guys to take advantage of the organization that you couldn't control over the past decade. Who are these people here? Hera says, Edward, is this your bias against Valhalla-born citizen? Edward says, don't misunderstand. They're just the right tool for the job. Youngin says, how are you managing to direct an organization so uncontrollable? Yorman says, the Spoonists have the concept of a land of feasts, which is a promised paradise. We're going to take advantage of this fact. Era says, I can't stand naming since you people have. Morgan replies, a promised paradise. Such is a fantasy for failures. Yorman says, we are trying to secretly support the missionary work of Spoonists and accelerate their expansion. Meanwhile, we are also manipulating criminal organizations to defeat the Spoonists. Era says, making them leave on their own, huh? Youngin replies, if the Spoonists expand too quickly, then they may overwhelm the criminal organizations and settle in the district. But if the criminal organizations defeat them too quickly, then the Spoonists might collapse before they become big enough for their purposes. Do you think that you could balance this? Yeoman says, our Immigrant Management Division has data regarding the mentalities and major decisions that prompted people to immigrate to Valhalla 20 years ago. We assure you that we know the best to influence those who abandon their own shelters. Lily thinks to herself, Yorman is getting excited. Too many characters. So y'all think y'all can sit around in the freaking bunch of couches and just manipulate the Spoonist, huh? Edward says, how about it? Do you think you could do it? Belladonna says, is there any particular reason that you want us to undertake such a troublesome task? Edward says, what do you mean? She answers, doesn't Valhalla already have a successful case that worked in the past? Gather them all in one place and boom. Edward says, don't try to make Valhalla your enemy by making fun of an old man. Belladonna continues, that would be as funny as well. The payment you have offered is fine. Is she a villain? I mean, assuming anyone talking to Edward's like a villain. Edward goes on. If you deal with this case, then your frozen assets in the financial sector will be restored. Bella says, don't misunderstand Edward. We may seek wealth, but we are not controlled by it. Even at this very moment, Vendetta hasn't decided whether or not to accept Valhalla as our ally or enemy. I can't remember what Vendetta is. Is it not the mercenary group? Edward says, these dark times of ours are drawing to a close. That's why you are structuring to have your business run legally, right? Bella says, that sounds like an idea that came out of a politician's mouth. However, the world is naturally dark. It's just that there are spots where the sun shines brightly. Darkness is the true nature of the world. Edward says, is that the world that you see? Bella says, yes, the human world never changes. It only repeats itself. Alright, Crow's Rune, Lonely Wolf. Okay. We're hitting some spoon, it says. Carter, with his mask on, says, tell the rest of our brothers about this news. Spoonish Ranger says, we're finally headed toward the land of feast. Spoonish Slaughterer says, our brothers will certainly be happy to hear this. Carter continues, we're going to move separately to the coordinates, starting with the non-combatants. Y'all got innocent spoon children and families? Spoonish Ranger continues, it would inspire many of our brothers if you were to bless them, Sharky. Carter says, okay, I'll make that happen when we've settled on an order of leaving from each district. Ranger says, yes, then we will now split up to inform our brothers about this news. Ralph asks, who are you? Where's Sharky? I can't remember what happened to Sharky. Carter says, do not desire the truth behind the mask. Ralph continues, you, how dare you speak the words of the Spoonage with your filthy tongue? Deceiving us makes us you our enemy. Tell us where Sharky is. Carter thinks to himself, I guess it would be hard to convince the men who've worked closely with Sharky. Then I shall eliminate them here. John says, stop, Ralph. Chong says, John. John's glowing with fucking energy, bro. The second spoon is another state of the first spoon. Yes, it is. That makes perfect sense. Ralph says, John, you're alive. I've killed John before. Kaze says, of course he is, as long as I, Kaze, am with him. Carter thinks to himself, John the Immortal, this isn't going to be easy. And the runes with the sword pointing at your face, can you defeat these fuckers? John says, you, the one with the black mask, what happened to my master Sharky? Can you at least tell us where his body is? Carter says, he turned to ash and was spread around across the ground. Ralph says, so you did it. John says, Ralph. Ralph says, why are you stopping me, John? You should be our second spoon after we kill this guy. John answers, I once wanted to be the second spoon, Ralph. You in the black mask, what spoon do you hold in your heart? The spoon of ambition. Carter says, to make a new world. John says, does that new world include the land of the feast that our brothers can rest in? Carter says, the land of feast is something that one should make for themselves in the new world. John asks, can you divine the coordinates that would lead to our brothers? Carter says, the coordinates are already aligned. John asks, did you empty the first spoon? Ranger says, emergency, the cops are here. Look at this shit. Oh, look at that freaking, oh yes, the standoff. John says, you're still a young man. My first master Sharky passed away a year ago trying to save me. The Sharky you replaced became my master because I felt it was too much of a burden to receive the silver spoon and the black mask when my first master passed away. There's multiple Sharkies, multiple Johns, multiple Carters, multiple spoons. John says, I thought that was a coincidence that the next Sharky had a similar body size, flame skills, and restoration ability. However, both my first master and next master said that it was part of the spoonage. Not only did your body type need to be the same, you must also be a capable fire user with full restoration ability. It is a sign that you are truly of spoonage. I'll hold up the police for my members of the first spoon here. Then the first spoon will be empty, and it will be possible for you to become the first spoon for the others, while you will be the second spoon for us. We can be multiple spoons to multiple people at the same time. Then you will be then you will be able to make our dreams come true. Carter asks, why are you doing this? That faith of yours is lunacy. I'm here to achieve my goal. And that goal is to eliminate you all. John says, you sound like a lonely wolf. Carter asks, why are you trusting me? John says, I'm not trusting you, child. I'm trusting the reality in which you exist with my master's mask on you. That black mask and you, who are needed by our brothers. And then there's me. I wish to save our brothers, but I have no idea how. According to the spoonage, the one who can eat is only the hungry one. Yes. My master and the first Spoon brothers have satisfied their hunger after being the first spoon. We would be hesitant to go for the second spoon as we had too much from the first one. They're full already. They've already eaten. They don't need to eat again. The spoons have been handled. I'm not trusting you, but go ahead and enjoy your first spoon. The ones who have had enough with their first spoon will stop in this place. What the fuck are they saying? Cian says, I remember the missions in the rain were fun. Albert says, I'm sorry to call you all in this weather. However, we must ensure the district's safety in order to secure the outskirts and defeat the Spoonists. Irene says, a hero shouldn't be bothered by the weather. Ann says, yes, that's right, Albert. Don't worry about it. Callie says, this wouldn't have happened if we just blown up the underground bunker last time. Gazelle says, that would be expensive. Who do you think would do such a thing? Callie thinks to herself, she's trying to start a fight again. Cian says, but why couldn't Heising come? Albus says, he said he had an important appointment. I had to listen to him since we arranged it long in advance. Gazelle thinks to herself, that's an obvious lie. Letting thinks to himself, oh, what a guy. Kylie thinks to herself, abandoning his spot on a day like today, he really is selfish. Irene says, it's alright. I'll work harder if we're missing a person. Letton says, okay, Star, then let's do this fast and go back. Anne says, yep. And thinks to herself, Heising. What can he be thinking about? Defeat all the Spoonists.
Okay.
There's 59 Spoonists around. We're gonna have a battle, sir. You getting full cover? Right here.
금방 끝내도록 하지.
난 내 위치로 가겠어.
맡겨둬.
오케이.
목표로 이동하겠습니다. 목표 발견.
Alright. Put him on it.
이동합니다. 전진합니다.
가슴이 떨려 죽겠어요.
Okay.
이런 건 적성에 맞지 않아.
Hacking protocol.
모든 문제엔 해결법이 있지.
Alright, here we go.
알았어.
Go, go, go!
꽤 괜찮은 선택인걸?
저기다!
Press back up.
굿!
Bro, you don't have much hit points. Okay.
오호호! 우리 팀에 올 생각 없어?
물론이지.
Okay. Okay.
알겠습니다.
Remember that he's going to get hit. Did you hit all three of them? Yeah, give him this.
일봐라! 다신 뵙지 않게.
Okay. Soul guy, whatever the hell that is.
목표로 이동하겠습니다. 알겠습니다.
알겠습니다. Not that guy.
여기 맞지?
Give me a better shot. That'll work.
섬광랑!
He dodged it.
어디?
Oh, I forgot about all that shit. Pincer moment. I mean, that guy's fucked, dude. He's fucked, okay? When he goes to move, he's gonna get killed. I want another full-on safe spot.
좋은 선택.
That is actually not safe. It's terrible, actually. Yo, they're gonna fuck me up. That's Carter.
알겠습니다.
Okay. This is the what? Is that the Starlight Explosion? I can hit one. Not that one. Wait that out. Shit, that's the wrong one. They're gonna get Ghislaine. Who?
아, 같이 다니고 싶지 않은 녀석이네.
모노 비비 가자.
Nope.
원망만 해서는 아무것도
Do I
해결하지.
get anything over here? I have insane range now. Try it. Try it.
충분해. 맡겨줘.
Okay. Magic acceleration. I should have used that on. Damn, I keep forgetting to use that. Fire Bill. Let's see get her.
내 서류 일시 내석킥.
Okay. Run the fuck up there, like right up the damn middle.
악당들이여 기다려라.
Actually, this is pretty beautiful, actually.
후회해도 이미 늦었어. 나의 승리다.
Okay. Ralph. Blades are always truthful. Are you truthful? Bravery state.
리듬 좀 타는데.
Okay. They're all gonna explode. No, that's John. John's a high threat because he can't be killed, right? Or is that Sharky? I'm pretty sure that's John. Alright, so we need this. What's the damage on this? 10, 112. That's a piercing attack. This is probably better.
금방 끝내도록 하지.
He's gonna block the fuck out of that. What about John? Can John block? John has a high block too. I think I want this guy because he looks like a bastard.
그래, 숨어봐. 멋진 사냥감이네.
You guys are truthful. I, Ralph, don't resist such feelings. Bravery state. Get your ass up here.
Go, go, go!
Can you beam? Can you beam right here? Give them both.
방출 준비 완료! 이젠 나도 날 못 말려!
Ah, what the? What are y'all fighting against each other? He went crazy? Spoon Breaker Chong. Peace of mind. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Steveburto!
다신 뵙지 않기를.
Okay.
전진합니다.
Yeah.
목표 여전히 건재합니다.
Revenge shot.
이동합니다. 목표로 이동하겠습니다.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing way over there, bro? That's Kaze. He ain't got much hit points.
숨어도 소용없어. 이 악당 녀석 비겁하다.
거다!
Those are counters.
오늘 잘 풀리는데
내 서류 일식 내서 킥.
Okay. Okay.
N
If I can get that, if I can get a damn 4 off of them, can I? I can get 3 of them.
용서하지 않겠어요.
That didn't do that much. Is that an auto thing?
이거 불확실성이 너무 높아.
Okay, so which one it is? That's the recovery attack protocol. Matrix. Triggers reactive matrix. Attack you within sight. think this is a multi-hit, right?
이건 피할 수 없을걸?
Better leave when you have a chance. That's gonna put him in a rage mode.
목표의 저항이 거세다. 지원을 바란다.
He's right on my
제대로
face.
맞을 거예요. 포기하지 않을 거예요.
Oh, dude, you fucked up. Dude, that was a big fuck up on your part. That was a big, big, huge fuck up.
후회해도 이미 늦었어. 뭐야? 빗나갔어.
You didn't miss.
그래, 내가 갈게.
Y'all are fucked.
용서하지 않겠어.
What? Really? They all dodged?
실수는 이번뿐이야.
But he's weak down there.
못났어.
That's 100%. What about John? Yeah.
그래,
You're stunned
도망쳐봐.
and dead.
목표 제거 완료.
Second heart, third heart. Breaks my heart to see you. John gained immortality state. John's no longer active action. Here he comes. But we dodged.
일부러 그런 거지.
Wasted a
맞지?
turn. Wasted a turn. Alright, Ferocious Kaze here.
너도 참 운이 없구나.
Xian's doing pretty damn good.
좋은 리듬이군.
There's a lot of guys.
목표 제압하겠다.
Get the guy. Nope, nope. But keeping him slow.
목표 여전히 건재합니다. 알겠습니다.
알겠습니다. What, really?
목표
You
여전히
can't hit a frozen
건재합니다.
dude?
전진합니다. 목표
Yeah, he's
지령상을
fucked.
입었습니다.
They're coming in. They're coming in, Steve. Hit him. He ain't resisting that,
더
bitch.
이상의 저항은 무의미합니다. 항복하세요.
Hey.
후회해도 이미 늦었어.
Fuck you.
이해해. 이 히어로님이 두려운 거지?
Came back from the verge of death. Cannot be revived momentarily. 8 turns. Immortality. Immune to delay in action. Immune to delaying action that is triggered by enemy's attack. Immune to out of action. He can't be killed. You can set him up to be killed. What about Kaze? Just kill Kaze. Yeah, just kill him.
어차피 바보야. 내 즐거움을 위해 분발해줘.
Poison. We're gonna need immunity to poison at this rate, because they're putting that shit up. Look, they're just passing that shit around. Here he comes.
내 서류 20 공중 제비. 이것이 바로 정의의 힘이다.
You fucked up again, dude. How did you not kill us? Oh. Flame crash. There's 40 damn guys on there. They're regular guys though.
전진합니다. 목표 제압하겠다. 목표 치명상을 입었습니다.
There's an asshole right in front of me, man.
그래, 숨어봐.
Block it. You did. You knew nothing, did you?
그렇다면
Let me see if I can move forward here and get some more shit going on.
이제 망설이지 않아.
Try that.
내가 못 맞출 줄 알고?
They're fucking dodging the
이런,
shit.
내 실수.
Ow! That's bad. Okay. He's got one more turn of immortality. Is that what I'm seeing? I think I'm seeing. If you do that, they'll be all over you, dude.
물론이지.
Yeah. They're all in my ass. Not that one. Yeah, try that one.
퍼져라. 너 약한가?
What the fuck? Soul guy, whatever the fuck that is.
목표로 이동하겠습니다. 목표 제압하겠다.
Yeah.
목표 치명상을 입었습니다.
Yeah.
전진합니다. 목표 제압하겠다.
Yeah.
목표 치명상을 입었습니다.
Okay.
알겠습니다.
Fine. No.
제대로
I mean, I
만들
guess.
거예요.
I guess.
이 기회에 반성하세요.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. What's this? Ice spear? Okay. Try that. Yeah, try that.
Ice spear.
I should have used my damn overcharge. I didn't realize I even had it. Or did I just get it?
내 서류 일시 내서킥. 만만치 않은 녀석이네.
도대체 너희들은
He just wasted his turns like an idiot.
전진합니다.
How the hell they dodge all that shit?
목표
John,
치명상을
once you're
입었습니다.
done, I don't give a fuck no more. I think he's still got one more turn.
나쁘지 않아.
Not John. That gotta work. Fuck it.
어차피 다 보여. 넌 강해. 그런 없어.
Y'all fucked up. Comradeship. You ran, John? You gonna try a potion?
숨어도 소용없어. 치, 피하다니.
Okay. Freezing and bleeding. That's bad, bro. They're all in here.
아플 거다. 역시 너무 잘 굴린다는지.
Nope. Nope.
이제 내 차례야.
What do y'all suck?
이제 널 삶에서 해방시켜줄.
I want John. 100%. 100% crit. No block. 4.
이것이 마지막이야. 조금 더 거세게 저항해주면 좋겠는데.
You're not getting up from that, buddy. Oh, that's like the fucking shot of victory right there. Oh, there's 50 people around. I don't give a fuck. We got John. We don't give a fuck. We got the one that I don't know why he didn't. He must have just started to suck. Second heart. Second heart is isn't that John's fucking move? Ow, my robot.
바보냐?
잘 부탁해.
About to say, what are we doing here? We're giving a freeze out? Come on. Okay. The spoon is just taking forever to fucking figure out. Alright, here we go. 5. That's what I wanted.
Justice power.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You collided her. Oopsie. Oopsie.
모노 비비 가자.
Uh-huh. Newton.
후회해도 이미 늦었어.
아, 같이 다니고 싶지 않은 녀석이네.
광석화.
승원특파. That looks beautiful. Turn it down, turn the sound, then hit the button. What is about 6 guys? Okay. Level 45, Irene. Give me a 4 here. You have a 4? I mean, that's 4? Not really. Give it to him.
제대로 맞을 거예요. 아이 상대로 너무 진지하신 거 아니에요?
Here they go.
충분해. 맡겨줘.
Okay.
지겨우니 다음.
Oh. You're all overwatching one fucking dude. 3.
포근하게. 바람과 함께 사라지세요.
45 gets well. What? Fatty can dodge all that shit?
못났다. 못났어.
Dude, he ain't never going. How the hell did they not kill that dude? He's got like 15 guys on him. Oh!
아직 포기할 정도는 아닙니다.
그래, 도망쳐봐.
I love her.
목표 제거 완료.
Oh! Well, he's covered in guys now. We need Irene back over there real bad.
행운이 따르는군.
That's terrible. Fuck y'all.
같이 다니고 싶지
Fuck
않은
y'all.
녀석이네.
We got a full wall anywhere? Right there. Right there. But you gotta turn around
어머 부탁해.
and get your energy up because you're fucked. You don't have any damn yeah, it's gonna take forever too. But she killed so many,
전진합니다.
including John.
목표 제압하겠다. 목표 치명상을 입었습니다.
못났다. 못났어. 못났다. 못났어.
그래, 내가 갈게.
You still got 3 rounds for this. He's gonna dodge this. That's what I have. Throw it.
용서하지 않겠어. 정말 귀찮은 녀석이야.
아플 거다. 미안.
Counter.
내 서류 일식, 내서 킥. 나쁜 녀석들은 태워주마.
What's number 5? Cross mill. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it out. Let's go. Nope.
자, 마지막 공연이다.
Big damn damage.
우! 이거야,
Finish
이거라고.
move 0, whatever that means. Freeze for finale with no coolness stacks. I don't know what that means, but body training and provisional wrap up. I've got no idea how to use this guy. Okay, so.
네, 지금 달려가요. 제대로 맞을 거예요.
전진합니다.
I should have just opened that treasure chest. It's a level 40 items.
목표 치명상을 입었습니다. 전진합니다. 목표 치명상을 입었습니다.
Yeah.
알겠습니다. 목표 제압하겠다.
Okay.
목표 치명상을 입었습니다.
I'm not seeing anybody in blast them up range. Just kick here this fuck nerd right here.
아플 거다.
He gonna blow up.
야호! 예!
Bro, block that shit.
비비, 쏴!
No damage.
이미 계산된 결과지.
일바람.
I thought he was gonna push that guy back.
다신 뵙지 않게.
So he cures up as he
목표 당황하고
kills.
있다. 목표로 이동하겠습니다.
What?
목표 치명상을 입었습니다.
바보냐?
아플 거다. 즐거운 시간이었다.
이런 건 적성에 맞지 않아.
Okay, open this up. Ring of Sage. It's a resistance ring. But it's got it's blank power. Fuck it, give me that.
목표 제압하겠다. 목표 치명상을 입었습니다. 전진합니다. 목표 제압하겠다.
Beautiful, beautiful.
목표 제거하였습니다.
충분해. 맡겨줘. 후회할 일은 하지 마.
알겠습니다.
Okay. Open. Perfect Markman's Alligator Blade R. That looks like shit to me. It's got no block or any of that cool stuff that I've gotten used to.
제대로 맞을 거예요. 천벌이에요.
Okay. Callie, level 41.
강하게. 다음은 누구입니까? 모두 상대해드리겠습니다.
44 Albus. Albus is getting his levels back for other people. He was behind everybody else. Robot 41. Robot's catching up with him though.
전진합니다.
Oh, buddy, I'm sorry.
목표 제거하였습니다.
Jealous. Upon taking a target, damage dealt increased by 10% per buffs on target. Okay. Robot can't take cover. Bitch. Oh, you hit a robot in the head with a can. You got any full cover here? Looks like we'll just take partial.
금방 끝내도록 하지. 금방 끝내도록 하지.
오케이.
3 has a high range, but it might not be good enough. Oh, I got one.
아플 거다. 오늘 잘 풀리는데.
Why don't you move? Why don't some of you guys run? You don't want to move any bit? Huh? And do like what John did and hit a booby trap and just blow everything up? They don't do that. Twister. Activate bruise damage. I don't know about that shit. Actually, we can try it.
오케이.
Ow, that's what you got when you lift, bro. Try it.
It's showtime.
Don't come close.
알았어. 용서하지 않겠어. 후회할 일은 하지 마.
Okay. 45 ray.
제가 가겠습니다.
1 spoonus remains. Eat it.
준비해봐라.
What?
쉽지 않은 임무군.
이동합니다.
네, 지금 달려가요.
이동합니다.
Indoinvida. He's gonna get to go and probably kill
난
probably kill Ice
히어로라고.
Dude right there at the end. No, he ain't.
Go go go. 아플 거다.
Really?
강하게. 이거 너무하잖아.
What the fuck?
미안.
Dodge this shit.
어차피 다 보여. 넌 강해. 그러면
You were strong. No need for frustration. He lived to the end. Bro, John fucked it up. I know that John has the damn like 4 turns of invincibility. And he couldn't turn any one of them to a kill. And he ran like a coward at the end. Stepped over that booby trap that set on like 14 guys who hadn't moved and just fucked it all up. The crow's room, the last goodbye. So look at the little baby mask. The freaking, you know, fashionable mask. Narrator says, on a day when the rain made it impossible to see, the Spoonists, who were living in the underground bunker, began to gather together. Spoonist Pyromancer says, oh, it's Sharky. Spoonist Fighter says, he's somewhat different from usual. Spoonist Pyromancer says, he changed his clothes to black. Fighter says, oh, he looks just like the Black Spoon itself. Girl in the mask says, Mommy, it's Sharky. Woman in the mask says, yes, that's him. Boy in the mask says, I've never seen him before, right? Little boy in the mask, it says, it's easy to distinguish him from the others since he's so tall. Carter says, brothers. Girl in the mask says, Mommy, he's calling us brothers. Woman in the mask says, shh, you should listen to him. The Spoonists stood in the rain in order to listen to their leader and keep his words in their hearts. It didn't matter how hard it was for them to stand against the storm, because they had promised the paradise, the land of the feast. Within sight, they can endure it. The music, fucking music. March, AE 804. The Spoonists, who were hiding in the Iron Forest and Crow's Ruin, all disappeared, leaving the first Spoon brothers behind them. rank perfect. You think so? 20? Some of these boys have got no levels on them, sir. Albus says, "Good work, everyone." Dan says, "Heising, he didn't come to work again." Irene says, "You're right. I wonder what happened to him." Ray says, "You don't have to worry too much about Heising, Ann." Letton says, "Right, he'll be fine anywhere." Irene thinks to herself, that's probably true given that he doesn't wear a shirt even when it gets cold. Albus says, we might not be at our full strength while Heising is gone. But he said he'll be back right after he's done with his personal business, so no need to worry. Irene says, just as Albus said, he'll return soon. Anne says, Ray says, yeah, he'll definitely come back. Heising is just that kind of person. Letton thinks to himself, that kind of person, huh? The absence of Heising. For Team Steve, every member played an important role in easing each other's burdens when it came back time to crack a case. And yet, the possibility of a member leaving the team had not crossed their minds. Gazelle says, Albus, you should consider the possibility that Heising won't be returning soon. Have you thought about substituting his usual roles with other members? Albus says, I should have done that earlier. I'm sorry. Gazelle continues, who would you consider putting in charge of rear fire support in Heising's place? Albus thinks to himself, Sienna Ray. Should I choose between those two? Callie says, I'll fill that role. Gazelle says, even though you'd have to be close to me? Callie says, why does it matter? Albus thinks to himself, these two often end up sniping each other like this. What happened between them? Gazelle says, because you're trying to avoid me. I can't bond with someone who painfully shows disdain towards me. Kylie says, a workplace is for work. Being able to work together should suffice. We don't need to like each other. Gazelle asks, is that so? Well then, I will look forward to working with you, Kylie. Team Steve, narrator says, Team Steve as a team had solved many cases. However, the time they'd spent together wasn't enough for them to start confiding in or building trust with one another. The team was fragile, with each member's personal issues making separation a real possibility. Sian asks, is still no contact from Heising? Albus says, no. Sian asks, did he give you a reason or excuse or anything? Albus answers, no, I didn't ask him. Sian responds, right, guess we should wait for him then. Narrator continues, a week has passed since then. And explains, Heising! Oh, what the fuck? Getting caught in the rain. Heising! Irene asks, what are you doing here? He's fucked up, man. Letton thinks to himself, he fought with everything he had. Kylie wonders, is this what you wanted from life? Narrator continues. After receiving a report from a civilian, Team Steve headed to the back street near the company. It was there that they found their colleague. Deep wounds and severe burns, traces of a fierce encounter, both of which marked the flesh of a missing ally. Anne says, Heising, wake up! 3 months ago, with a heart full of gratitude, this is for Anne. Anne's super backstory. Heising! Last time... Heising asks, do you have something to say? Anne says, here. Oh, you're getting a Valentine candy to Heising. Within Anne's two small hands lay a gift-wrapped book. Anne says, for the fox charm you fixed last time. Thank you. Narrator says, an unusual first impression, a shirtless top, a fancy coat, a young adult who always wore a bitter smile and expressionless face, the type of face that never tells one's innermost feelings, and, as one would say, a skunk hairdo. Yet for Anne, who would always support the team from the rear, she could always see Heising's devotion to Team Steve. Though he spoke gruffly when immersed in combat, he always did his part without a single complaint. And whenever Anne caught his broad back in her sight, she knew that he was there helping to keep her safe. Anne says, "I heard you like to read." Narrator continues, and wanted to show him her gratitude for all the times he had been there for her. However, Anne had no clue what Heising liked. Emo shit. She asked his childhood friend, Ray, to help pick a gift out for him. Anne thinks to herself, "Oh, he seems not to like it." He says, "Thank you." "What's wrong? Have I done something wrong?" Anne says, not at all." Back to the present. Ray says, "Heising, wake up." She thinks to herself, "Did you stop Carter's plan? Where is he?" "No way." But even if so, she now says, "There's no point if you end up like this." 4 years ago, and Carter's backstory. Narrator says, we knew we'd never get to see him again. He had been abandoned. He had been ditched for us to survive. Each memory that we shared with him had now turned into guilt nestling within our hearts. There were times we had forgotten about him, if only for a moment, however. As our hearts pounded upon your return, we were reminded of our regrets from long ago when they outcast Heising. Because of our guilt, we wanted to solve our problems without relying on you. We thought that it was the best decision we could make for our returning friend. And yet, I still handed over all my problems to him, pretending to myself that I couldn't help but surrender to his kind favor. Like I did with Carter so long ago. I am sorry. Now in present time, Anne says, "Heising." Ray says, "Heising, wake up." Kylie says, "Anne, Ray, calm down. He is still alive." Anne should continue to focus on healing. Albus, call for an ambulance. Albus responds, "All right, understood." Kylie thinks to herself, "The things you wanted to do, I hope you have finished them as you wished." Miss Gwell says, "He's the type of person who values his duty more than his life." Doesn't that resemble Visha? So that must be Sion's brother again? I can't remember. Sion says, "I agree, it's just foolish." Gazelle says, "If only Visha could have heard what you just said." Sion says, "Yeah, Visha was a fool." Letton says, "They fought, just like they wanted. I envy you, both of you. Do you feel relieved now?" Well, it looked like Carter whooped your ass. Han says, "Heising." Sion says, "Heising." Irene says, "You idiot." Narrator says, "It's irritatingly noisy." Letton says, "Did you sleep well?" Kylie says, "Welcome back." Where am I? Oh, apparently Heising saying that. Albus says, "The ambulance has arrived. Let's carry Heising to the..." Gizelle says, "He's exhausted. Be careful." Heising says, "Team Steve." Yes, I was. I was. Heising reminisces. Sion's buried past relationship. What? A day ago, grows ruined. Teardrops in the rain. So this is gonna be where Carter stands well. Okay, now we're back to Carter. Heising leaves Team C to track down Carter alone. A week after finding Carter among Spoonists, Heising was finally able to meet with his old friend during a small Spoonist assembly. Carter says, "Brothers, preparations for the second spoon have been canceled." Spoonist Thrower says, "How can second spoon be canceled?" Spoonist martial artist says, what will become of us then? Narrator says, as the Spoonist reveals, the second spoon will guide the people of the land of feast. According to the doctrine, the second spoon would give birth to the leader who would guide the comrades to the land of feast. And for that reason, the sudden cancellation of the second spoon took many Spoonists aback. Carter says, brothers, I shall be the second spoon who will guide you. Spoonist Pyromancer says, oh! Spoonist martial artist says, Sharky? Carter continues, and you fellows shall be the brothers of the second spoon. Narrator explains, the Spoonists had been hiding out in the crumbling bunker in the Iron Forest for a long time, with only faith sustaining them. Deep inside, they had anxieties about the new leader that they had been told to expect. Interfaction conflicts throughout the preparations for the second spoon only aggravated those anxieties. Under such circumstances, the current respected leader's declaration that he would continue to guide the flock transformed anxiety into fervor. Spoonist Assaulter says, Sharky, hoorah! Long live Sharky! The Thrower says, I believe in Sharky's leadership. Fighter says, oh, how gracious. Girl in the Mask says, Mom, are we now the second spoon? Woman in the Mask says, yes, honey, we are now the second spoon, led by Sharky to enter the land of feast. Boy in the Mask says, thank you, Sharky. Little Boy in the Mask says, hurrah! Sharky, hurrah! Carter says, I will guide you all until the day comes. The day when you all can feast as much as you want. They all say, we all carry a spoon in our hearts. Narrator explains, the cry of the Spoonist thundered in the crow's ruin. From youngsters who joined the cult just like their parents did, to brothers who accompanied Sharky throughout harsh times. Carter explains, I hereby declare that at the end of our journey, never again will we have a reason to fear, nor will we ever have cause for pain and suffering. Carter asks, do you still want something from me? Heising says, nice speech. Carter says, I'm glad you liked it. Heising says, Ray worries about you a lot. Stop this. Return to your family and live happily ever after with them. Carter says, you have always been cruel. He don't got no family, bro. Carter's flashback with a heart full of pain. Narrator says, you were a boy who couldn't even reach out for a hand that was offered to you. No, in fact, a boy who would have never come close if I hadn't offered my hand. Well, this is Carter's reflection. Okay. I never thought much of you. Still, you were one of my many supporters, and that was all I expected from you. And since that was when you were, abandoning you was an easy decision for me. However, I didn't want our last moment to be stained with ugliness. I contemplated how you might react. Persuasion for rage, consolation for frustration. If you objected, I would have had to persuade you. If you agreed, I was ready to praise your noble sacrifice to the end of my days. I felt no guilt, because you didn't mean much to me. Heising says, Carter, I'll leave. Carter as narrator explains, whether or not you realize my intentions for having called you personally, your words tore me apart from the inside. I couldn't say a single word. Heising says, I understand you, Carter. Carter as the narrator says, you are cruel. Carter as a person says, don't you resent my decision? Heising says, I always felt like I was living in your debt, but now I feel as if I can repay it. Carter, the narrator, continues, you should never have tried to confront me. Carter asks, debt, is it? Carter, the narrator, says, on that day, your consolation scarred my heart with dreadful guilt. And I, who couldn't withstand the pain, babbled bullshit and empty consolations to ease the pain. Carter says, Heising Alley, Heising asks Allie. Carter explains, a title I shared only with dear friends. We were family. Carter says, yes, Heising Allie. And I am Carter Allie. Carter narrator continues, I only wanted to be free from the agony deep within my heart. Carter says, that will be our surname from now on. You and I are brothers. The narrator continues, because you were someone I would never see again. Heising asks, what? So I'm being sent away the moment I have a family? The narrator explains, but it was a lie. I just wanted peace of mind. Who would ever send a family member to die? Carter says, I'm a horrible brother who sold his family. The narrator explains, leave me alone, Heising. Leave me so I could justify this to myself. Carter says, I will never forget this pain and regret, Heising. The narrator says, this is the end of your road, but mine extends further. Heising says, don't blame yourself. The narrator explains, you are cruel and merciless. Heising says, I had a happy life because of you guys. The narrator says, why do I have to suffer so much because of you? You're saying your guilt for this led you to doing a bunch of dumb shit? Your guilt for shipping your brother off? Your little brother? Narrator says, on the day the Nine Dragon game trampled us under their foot, the future I had dreamt of was shattered into tiny pieces. Karen says, it would have been better if we just stayed poor. Carter reflects, all of my previous supporters blamed me after that day. Yeah, I know Brian. Brian's blaming me. You can't even meow at me because you're so tired. Come on up here. We got a 45-hour cutscene here. Tanya says, you should have just known your place. Carter reflects, for giving them the hope to dream of better days. Taizo says, choose the one to send to the Fortress of Suffering by tomorrow. Carter reflects, I should have said that I would go. Then I could have prevented this from ever happening. And President Carter says, Heising, I'm sorry, but my greed can never be satiated. It's an ugly thing, but I'm never going to stop. Sounds like you're guilty and conflicted, bro, but you're still going to whoop his ass. So, I'll fight you all out if you're ready to try to stop me. Carter becomes overcharged. Hatred shall exterminate you. Heising says, so this is what become after us after all. Carter says, no need to hesitate, Heising. Do what you want. Don't give up. Heising is a peace of mind concentration. What is that shit? What's that music? I need an insane cover spot. That's what I need.
걱정하지 마.
An additional attack after using the attack abilities. Shooting spree.
빙고! 오, 괜찮은 녀석이고. 그만 항복해!
Good God.
나쁘지 않아.
Bleeding, bitch.
사소한 희생은 개의치 않는다.
지금 뭐 하는 거지?
Isaac says I should speed this up. It's acceleration, excitement. Five.
어딜 도망가나. 좋은 발버둥이다.
내가 책임지다.
Isaac says doesn't seem like enough. Strengthened state, patient state.
빗나가지 않는다. 나쁘지 않아.
사소한 희생을 개의치 않는다.
대체 원하는 게 뭐야?
내가 책임져.
Isaac says you're leaving me no choice. Become overcharged, rage state.
자,
I want to
즐거운
the shot.
추억을 만들기를.
Annihilation shot. Alright, get him.
즐거운 시간이야. 또 한 번 막아봐. 그땐 기억해주지.
사소한 희생을 개의치 않는다.
Bro, you died. I kicked your ass using poison bullshit. How you like that? I should get a Chivo for that bullshit. Yeah, because my Heisen's a badass, okay? He's a fucking badass. Narrator thinks, the hand you held out to me. You and I were different on the inside, and because of that, I was afraid to take your hand. I worried I would be nothing but a burden to you. Just like I'd been to my mother, who abandoned me. I was an abandoned child, who would burden anyone who tried to help. Every second, every minute, and every hour I spent with you made the gulf between who you were and who I was seem larger. You could give comfort and laughter to others. I wanted to be a member of Steel Hand, but you told me I shouldn't join, despite knowing what that meant. I couldn't do anything but smile. In the chaos that descended, everyone blamed you, yet you stood there, firm like iron, holding to a position that I couldn't even have dared to take. Surely the blood flowing inside you was different from mine. I could sense the trembling from your hands that were holding mine. When you said I was part of your family, I was so glad. It was the first time that I ever felt like your equal. You, who I'd always had to look up to, took me as an equal on that day. And I knew that the more confident I felt in that understanding, the greater your guilt would grow. Now I'm looking down at you. Yeah, Carter, you got your ass kicked. What do you think of that? Huh? I did not expect that, but there it is. A moment I couldn't begin to imagine. But this is the result your weakness brought. Heising asked, why aren't you doing your best? So he didn't try. Stand up, Carter. I know you're stronger than this. Carter says, you seem to have grown talkative, Heising. That bare chest doesn't fit your character. Heising says, I only do it because of the warmth running through my body. Yes. I only six-pack because I'm warm. Carter says, yet you wear a long coat even during hot weather. Heising says, it covers my hideous scars. Carter says, your physical ability, far superior to what you had 4 years ago. Heising says, I had to adapt to survive. Carter continues, no one leaves the fortress of suffering alive. That is the unwritten law that had bound the three great powers since before the World War. A law becomes nothing more than a suggestion if an exception is permitted. Therefore, they will never give up on that law. Narrator says, true, the nature of the world never changes. Carter says, Heising, you You came all this way to see us. All while paying your life as a toll. Isaac says, what nonsense. I've paid no such toll. Carter says, an instant tissue revival ability just like mine. You were given another chance at life, a chance to live outside the Fortress of Suffering, and you spent it on certain death. How foolish I am to only just realize it now. That vacation you mentioned, it must have been the time you had left until your heart ceases to beat. The time you... Okay. So, Heising's going to die too. Carter says, what are we to you? For you to be so desperate. If you escape from the Fortress of Suffering, then enjoy the rest of your life. Forget about us who abandoned you. Narrator says, how could I forget? Heising says, aren't we family? Carter says, that was a lie. Narrator says, don't say it. Carter continues, I'm sorry. I never even for a single moment considered you my family. Narrator asks, why? At this very moment, why would you say that? Carter goes on, I regret the moment I called you an ally. Our narrator asks, atonement after all this? Or is it that arrogance? Carter says, you missed, Heising. You suffered and endured within the fortress. Surely you know how to kill a person with a revival ability. Don't rush yourself. As soon as I recover, I'll kill you. Narrator asks, why can't you accept me? Carter goes on, yes, that's right. The heart and the head at the same time. That's how you do it. Narrator says, I hate you. Carter says, quicker and stronger than the damn regeneration can handle. You should know that. Narrator asks, why can't I ever be your equal? Why can't I laugh and smile alongside you? Carter says, do it now. You won't ever see me again. Narrator says, you are truly cruel. However, I am Heising Alley. You are Carter Alley. Family takes care of one another. Love and hatred mastery acquired. Present day, bro? An overwhelming pain and a vague memory. A memory of the past. Or a mere nightmare. Ray says, Albus, I'll go with him to the ambulance. Legend says, I can't let you go along, Ray. I'm going as well. That's loud. Albus says, alright. Target scenario, teardrops along the rain. Defeated Carter, so I defeated him. They said that mission was 19 minutes. No, the fuck it wasn't. I mean, 19 minutes of dialogue. The activity report has arrived. Okay. We're still going on. Yes, I was with Carter, and it was a good memory. It wasn't until a week later that Heising came back to work. Kylie says, he seems fine. Gazelle says, welcome back, Envoy. Letton asks, are you alright? Heising answers, sure. Kylie says, everyone's worried about you. Go on in. Don says, Albus, it's time to pay your rent. That'll be 100 vil. Albus says, of course, I've got the payment right here. Don says, thank you. I hope your business prospers. Guys like you are creating a brighter future for Valhalla. Don's friendship increased by 60 and says, it's my payday. Albus thinks to himself, yeah, it's payday today. Should I give him a bonus? Yes. Can you afford to pay me this much? Thinks Anne. Anne says, oh my, thank you so much, Elvis. Honored. Okay. Alright. Can we repair him? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay. Do I need to save it? I think it automatically saves. Alright, so that's it for right now. I forgot how stupid this and great this game is. Dumb as shit.